Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Thank you for choosing this video and allow me to teach you how to play with yarn. Do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner here, and you're gonna mean the world to me. Do check out my other videos too. They're all as informative and fun to learn as this video. In this particular video, I'm gonna make a sunflower bag in this color, and later on I'm gonna add a sunflower on the back. This is my second sunflower bag. My first one was I posted, if not mistaken, it should be about a year ago or 2 years ago. You can check back my videos. So this sunflower, the tutorial video, the link to the tutorial video I'm gonna share in the description box below. It's in another video, it's not here. This particular video is just about the bag. So this time round I'm using 8-ply cotton yarn. These are 8-ply cotton yarn, and I'm using a 4mm hook. So besides this cotton yarn, the bag is gonna have a zip. You will need a zipper, or you can just leave the top open, it's okay. And because of the zipper and cotton yarn, and I'm going to add a lining inside. So I did bought some cloth to make the lining inside the bag. This is just a simple tote bag. Hope you like this pattern. So now let's start. I'm gonna start with the dark green. I hope you can see. But anyway, this is a very simple bag. So the base I'm gonna use half double crochet. As for the top, it's just single crochet. So here you make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. So after the knot, I'm going to chain 35. Or you can actually measure it on your tape or ruler according to the measurement that you want, because you might be using another type of cotton yarn which is not this thick. Then it's best that you measure on a ruler to see how long it is for. As for me, the length that I want, it should be a chain 35 for this type of yarn. So with my 8-ply cotton yarn, a chain 35 is about 23 cm long. It's about 23 cm long. And here I'm gonna add one more stitch. Then I'm going to go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook, this is the first stitch, this is the second stitch. I'm going to make half double crochet. Since this is the back base, you make half double crochet. It will be better. I mean, you can carry the weight better. Then you just do half double crochet until the end of the row. You just yarn over, go to the next stitch, pull up the yarn and put through all three. So it's gonna look like this, and you continue until the end of the row. Okay, once you come to the end of the row, just chain 1, turn the work, and do half double crochet again. Oops, sorry. And do half double crochet all the way. So I'm going to do through and fro until I get the base length that I want. So once you reach the end here, you just chain one and you do half double crochet again, through and fro. And remember, this is the base, the back base. Okay, I've come to the end of the row. This is the length that I want. So depending on how wide you want this to be, you just measure it or you just count the number of rows. Once you are here, you chain one. I'm going to do single crochet all around, but every corner I'm going to do 2 single crochet. So like this corner, I'm going to do 2 single crochet. And then here I'm going to do 1, and the next one, and just this row you're going to have 1, each row here you're going to have 1, each row here you're going to have 1 stitch here, 1, this row 1, this row 1, this row 1, but every corner there'll be 2. So you're going to do single crochet all around until you come back here. So in case you're scared you might get carried away, you just add a marker here to remind yourself that this is a first stitch. So you just do single crochet all around. After that 1 row of single crochet all around, the following rows you just do single crochet all around, but the corner you don't have to bother about making 2 single crochet in every corner. You just do single crochet all around, which means every stitch you only make 1 single crochet. Doesn't matter if it's a corner or not a corner. So you will kind of bend this way. Now we bend up into like a bowl. So this is, you just continue single crochet until you come to the length that you want. Okay, I've come to the length that I want, and I'm gonna change to another color. So here, I'm not sure if you can see this. Okay, this corner you can see. So I cut the yarn. I'm gonna bring it from the back and to the front here. There's a knot here. I'm not sure if you can see because this is, color is just too dark. And you just bring it over here like this. And you just hide it along. And you just grab another yarn and start to crochet here. You can just, yeah, this is still single crochet, so you just continue with the single crochet, that's all. Just single crochet all the way. Okay, I've made this to the length that I want, and I also add a sunflower on. I've sewed the sunflower here. I didn't use glue, I sew it. You can see the lines here. I just sew on the core here, not the petal, the middle part here. So the petal, you can just leave it like that, so the petal can move. And now I'm gonna add the lining inside. I cut the lining. You cut it about the size of the bag. Okay, this is too big. I'm gonna cut a bit more here. Here, the side you leave a bit more, like maybe half an inch or 1 inch, and I'm gonna sew this part here. Here you do not, I'm not going to make it curl. It's going to be a square thing, the back, and I made a pocket for it. So I've sewed this piece, sew it this way, and I'm going to add the pocket inside here. It's the size of the handphone, so the pocket will be here and this one will be here. You can either hand sew it to the side here, or you can machine sew. You can use machine to sew. And here you're gonna sew this part here. There's no hole here, so you don't have to sew here. Just sew both sides here and put it inside the back. I think here the top part is a bit too long. I'm going to cut it a bit, and I'm going to do a zip on top. I'll see if I can sew this onto the zip. So I leave a little bit more here. For the zip. If not, I will just cut it off and use another method for the zip, and later I'll do the back strap. Okay, I have sewed the sides here. I do not need to sew here because this is the part where I fold the cloth into two. So I just sew the sides, and the pocket is inside here. I sew it nicely all around, all corners. And now if I'm gonna put this into the bag, I'm gonna put this into the bag. Inside it's gonna look like this. It's kind of like a paper bag or there's no gap. So here, sorry, it's not a gap, it's kind of straight. See, it's kind of straight line. So now I'm gonna fold these two corners. I'm gonna open it up like this, and you fold it down. Make sure it's the same length. So how much to fold, that depends on the width of the bag, because my bag base is rectangle, sorry. My bag base is rectangle, so if I know how much to fold, I measure it against the back base. So roughly it's like this length. So if you do it this length for this side, you make sure you do the same thing for the other side. So when you open up the bag, you make a few stitches here. Just a few stitches will do. And when you open up, it looks kind of rectangle. It looks as if it's a rectangle base. There. Now it looks rectangle. Before this, it looks like just a straight back. Okay, so you do both sides, and when you look inside, one glance is a rectangle base. So after that, I'm going to insert it into the bag and fold this part here and sew it all along here. Make sure there's a bit of a gap because I'm gonna put the zip, and also I need the space on top to do the back strap. Okay, I've sewed all around here, so it looks like this. And now for the zip, I did 2 straps of single crochet. You just do 1 row of chain stitch, and then row 2 just do single crochet, because I follow back my back pattern. My back pattern is single crochet. So instead of using a cloth, I'm going to use this one on the top and one at the bottom here. I'm not going to sew to cover the whole zip. I'm just going to sew here at the side so you can still see some part of the brown. I'm going to sew it this way so that this part here faces the back, and I'm going to sew this to the back, and same goes for here. So instead of this way, I'm going to do it this way so that all these will face the back. So I'll come back to you once I sew this neatly on the zip. Okay, I've sewed this both sides, and when I sew, I use a normal sewing tray. Make sure it goes through here and here, so that when I pull the yarn, it kind of hidden between here. It's underneath here. Can you see this tiny line here? So it's here and here. So that's why when I turn to the back, it looks crooked. Now this is inside, so no one can see this. Most important that here you can't see the stitch. If you're going to machine sew it, you will see the machine sewing line. I do not want that. So this is how it look like. Now I'm gonna attach it to the back. Here the back, I didn't sew this part and this part because I want to hide the extra zip inside. And over this side, I'm going to hide these two tails. If not, it will be hanging like this, which I think is not that nice. So open up the zip, push these two inside here, and before I start sewing, make 1 or 2 stitch here. Make 1 or 2 stitch here so that these two tails will always stay inside here. Then fold it back, fold it back, and see how much tail we have here, and fold this inside here as well. So when I sew, I make sure I leave a gap here, especially the part where this is the join between these two, and it's kind of thick here, so I didn't sew this part. So this part is for me to hide this. So sew here first, make few stitches here so that this one won't pop up. Don't have to sew so much, just a few stitches so that this one won't come up. And later I'm going to stitch this to the side here. Make sure it's not on the top, make sure it's like 1 row down. In fact, this one is like 3 row down, so this one should be here. So you just follow this line here so that when you see your back, it is kind of covered. Instead of here, it looks kind of awkward. And I need this spot here to make the back strap. So I'll come back to you once I have all this nicely fastened. So for this, you use back the same color yarn. You make 1 stitch here and 1 stitch here. Follow back the stitch. 1, 2, 1. Follow back the stitch here. This stitch goes to this, and this goes to this. And make sure it does not show here, if not it won't be nice. So I'll come back to you once I have this fastened and show you how I'm going to do the back strap. Okay, the zip is ready. So now I'm going to do the back strap. Let me get the yarn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna start here. Bring this tail along. And I just chain one. So the length here is up to you, whether you want a bigger one or a smaller one, or you can make a cord. So chain one, turn the work, and now continue to hide this tail here. So if I had a chain 5, I have to make sure every row I have 5 stitches. So I'm just going to do single crochet, to and fro, chain 1, then you turn the work, and again you do single crochet until you come here, and the length depends on how long you want it to be. Okay, I've come to the other side here. This is the length that I want. So here I'm going to do single crochet, oops, so you chain 1 and you hide this tail along here, and you do one more for this side. So this is how the back look like. 2 straps here, and this is the back, and this is the front, and I made some of these too. You can add it here. This cute little hanging leaves and mini sunflower will be in another video. And you can add it like this, or you can add it on a plain back, like at the back. So this is a big sunflower, then you can add one small one at the back, like this. So you can actually make the leaves come this way, and here another leaf, or you can add another smaller sunflower like this. So thank you for watching. Hope you like this video. All these dangling stuff will be in my next video. Just stay tuned. And this is how the front of the back look like. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post.